When did parenting get so complicated? From sex to social media, hard talks with your kids are starting earlier and earlier. We ask parents what conversations they are focused on right now.
Social media is a concern.
The usual stuff, like sex, your boyfriend, who your friends are.
Make sure they don't drink and drive.
I would love for my daughter to understand the power of the digital footprint.
I think vaping and smoking is a big one.
The typical things that, parents have been fighting: drugs, sex, bullying.
Money, how to handle money, how to budget, how not to jack up your credit before you make it even out of high school.
And these are all important topics, but not one parent we spoke with mentioned online gambling. Research shows it's something that parents need to be aware of. A recent survey says 36% of boys aged 11 to 17 gambled in the past year. And check this number out. Among 17-year-old boys, it rises to 49%. That's almost half of 17-year-olds out there gambling. Board-certified psychiatrist Dr. Sue Varma is here. She is the author of Practical Optimism. Dr. Sue Varma, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, so why have we've been seeing this rise in online gambling?
Yes. So two important reasons. Number one is accessibility. We say that in 2018, the Supreme Court struck down a federal ban that allowed states to then make their own individual decisions about whether or not this could be legal. And 40 states decided that they could. And so not only is this a problem for children, we're seeing that, prior to 2018, only and it's a large number, but $5 billion annually was spent on sports betting. That number has gone up to $150 billion a year. So the accessibility and the gamification makes it so enticing for kids. Like when you have these loot boxes or free rewards, it gets them, and the colors, the bright colors, the dopamine hit, it really gets kids very much pulled into it because it is easy to open these accounts.
And I want to talk about those free rewards in a second, but if you're a parent and you're wondering if your kid is falling victim to online gambling, what are some of the signs?
Yes. So 1 in 6 parents will say that they had no idea that their kids were doing this. Kids might be hiding their apps from you. They could be deleting their apps. They're hiding their screens. Key things to look for is that on the actual live game days, they get very irritable. They get very anxious. They suddenly become unavailable to you. You will be noticing that they're asking for more money, advances on their allowances. They might be selling things of their own that are very important to them, or they're coming home with a lot of cash. So unlike, let's say, substance abuse, where they might be drinking and you can smell their breath, or that their eyes are red, or that their speech is slurred, there are really no physical signs other than them being withdrawn or shady. And sometimes grades might be slipping, hygiene might be slipping. They might also have other addictions. So really the key is to be on the lookout early and have many conversations with them.
And I'm not exaggerating when I say this. There are parallels to people who are addicted to drugs with some of these signs and symptoms. What kids are more at risk to falling victim to this?
Yes. So I would say, in general, all kids could be at risk for this. Or you could say my kid, is an athlete and they have really good grades.
Gotcha.
That doesn't matter, because when it starts out, it is fun, it's somewhat innocent, it's social.
It's intoxicating.
Totally. I mean, everyone that I have talked to, they can say, I could totally see this happening to me, in part because the brain doesn't really fully develop until age 25 to 30, and we're talking about executive functioning and control, so their foot is on the gas, but they don't have the foot on the brake.
Real quick, the free rewards, these gifts that they give people to sign up, that's how they rope you in. That's the bait.
Yes, it's the bait, and it is so powerful, and it works, because they'll say, I'm giving you a free $1, and the kid is like, this is harmless, it's not my money. That's what they tell the parents, right? But then the colors of it and the quick wins, the
casinofication of it.
Totally, that I can win this. And the problem is the kids think that this is part of their identity, right? That I'm getting good at this, look, mom and dad, and sometimes they may not be good at other things, or it's a way to be popular in a group, taking bets for other people.
Yeah, such an important conversation. We could talk about this all day long. I have teens, so it definitely does impact all households. All right, Dr. Sue Varma, thank you so much.